Welcome back to the Bucks Ticket. The Sonics and Bucks are almost ready to tip it off here on Fox Sports Net. Nice to have you with us this evening. Should have a game. Both teams again looking to rebound after losses. And let's check where Milwaukee is now in the Central Division standings and overall in the Eastern Conference as far as playoffs went. After that loss on Tuesday, they had a chance to move up a half game closer to 4th place, but they wind up taking a step back now in the Central Division. They're 6th overall in the East, a game above 500, 24-23, still battling with New Orleans and several other teams. Again, it's trying to get that home court back for the Bucks, and that's a big concern right now for them. They want to get this victory against Seattle tonight. Timmy Thomas prepping in the locker room. Ray Allen, well, we know what he can do. He's been hot. Will we see Dan Gadd's reach? Jason Caffey should be in the starting lineup. Hey, we'll set it up for you in just a moment. Stay with us. Sonics Bucks are next.
January 15th, he'll be a cinch to win the award. Michael Redd, #1 in the league over the last 10 games from the field, shooting 61%. He has scored 46 points in his last 2 games. And he'll need to keep shooting that way tonight for the Bucks. He's been hot outside the arc as well, and he's got some competition for that 6-man award, and Desmond Mason had 30 points the other night against the Knicks. A lot of love between George Karl and Nate McMillan. We'll see if it continues in a moment. Let's take a look at our Gemlin and Liberman injury report. Both teams fairly healthy. And that's good news for both clubs. However, what has not been good news for both clubs is the home court. Milwaukee trying to get it back here. But they're not the only team struggling at home, if you will. George Karl was saying before. Sean back with you at the Bradley Center.
Bucks lead Seattle by 4 here early in the second quarter. Time now for our Mountain Dew Extreme fan of the game as that guy licks the butter off his fingers. But this guy's got the face paint all ready to go for a Mountain Dew Extreme fan of the game. Well, I mentioned before the game a lot of love between the head coaches Nate McMillan and George Karl. Karl coached McMillan for much of his career in Seattle. McMillan learned how to coach under Karl. He was injured much of his last couple of years as a player and spent a lot of time in coaches' meetings. And Karl knew he was a natural to coach, but now knows McMillan's status, though, is in jeopardy with Seattle's poor record. McMillan has spent his entire career in Seattle as a player and coach, and even as his number retired, that'd be tough to let him go. Some big decisions coming up for Seattle management. Bucks head coach George Karl, of course, coached in Seattle from 1992 to 99, including the 1996 NBA Finals against Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. As we go to our NBA flashback, at that time, after dropping the first 3 games of the series, Gary Payton and company putting a move on Jordan. as the Sonics put a scare in the Bulls, winning games 4 and 5. Peyton, 23 points to lead the way, but the Bulls prevail in 6, and so far that's as close as George Karl's gotten to winning an NBA title, but he's got a ways to go with the Bucks, of course, the ultimate goal. Tonight here, though, at halftime, Bucks lead by 3. Jim and John will come back, talk a little defense with the Milwaukee Bucks in Seattle. When we continue on Fox Sports Net. A little better defense probably on your end, I'm sure, but you want that energy level to pick up as well?
We have to have it. I mean, this is the last game going into the All-Star break. You know, things are dragging a little bit. We need to pick it up the second half, and energy is going to be a big key.
All right, Don, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that's Don Newman, Bucks assistant coach. Energy level hope to pick up a little bit here in the second half. They hope to get it from guys like Tony Kukoc and company. Bucks lead by 3. We'll come back and start the third quarter in a moment.
You get some motion into it. I mean, you guys, by the time you just do it, Timmy, give me an extra baseline cutter or baseline roamer. X and move, change spots.
You want to be 3 or 4?
I'll run baseline.
Okay, so I'll be 4.
I don't run an X. They don't run behind right now. Let's try to go run a power and go down the main, come out base side and go down the post up on top. Power and post up on base side. Okay? So you gotta go X action. Go X. Go. Come on. Come on. Stay with it.
I'm all set. The towel lady. The towel lady. All right, thanks a lot, Jim. Michael, nice game tonight, first off. And this is one you had to grind out in the second half, wasn't it?
Definitely. This is a tough game. We knew Seattle was going to come here and play hard tonight. After a bad game last night they had. Unfortunately, we pulled it out.
I know that energy thing. We've been talking about energy here at home. Did you feel like you finally had enough here in the second half and you're going out to the All-Star break with a good taste in your mouth?
We really did. Played hard. It's a good momentum builder for us going into the